In this video, I'll be discussing strategies and philosophies that I use with my athletes, my physique competitors, to help them achieve their pro card. And I'll be using a case study. Bailey, who's one of my athletes, he's also a coach here at Mind Performance Health, and he's just been awarded his natural men's physique pro card in the ICN Federation. So I'll be breaking down a bit on his journey, and the goal here is to give you some insight of what it takes to be at the top in bodybuilding, and also a bit of my philosophies coaching wise and strategies with training and nutrition and specific outcomes and goals, so you can be as competitive as possible. Whether you want to just build your best physique or you want to be a competitive athlete, there's going to be some takeaways in here I think that may be beneficial for you. But first, before we get into the video, if you're ever interested in our coaching resources or coaching service, you can check out the video down below. There are a few links to download things like our ebooks, and we also have our coaching service, right? Being from online coaching, you don't need to compete. If you have any body composition goals, you want to lose fat, build muscle, you want to improve your fitness, we can help with our service there. And we have our face-to-face and also physique competition services as well. So links are down below if you want to check that out. Now let's get into the video and the topic. So with Bailey as an example here, he came to me 2 years ago. He was a coach here with Mind Performance Health, helping clients with their body composition goals. We help physique competitors. And then he just wanted to challenge himself and jump on stage. Like a lot of competitors do that we help. They just, they're training, they want a new challenge, they want to tick something off their bucket list, and getting on stage may be an avenue to do so. Now, Bailey had great genetics, meaning that he could get very, very lean, and during his first season, he was rewarded top spots for his age category, but where he fell short is that he needed more size, all right? For him to be higher up the chain in terms of his placings, he needed to build more mass. One thing that I think is important for athletes when I look at what they need to improve on to be the best they can in their particular division and federation is, what are the judges looking for them to be awarded the pro card for that particular athlete? Do they require you to be more conditioned? Do you need to build out more proportion, more balance, more symmetry on your physique? Do you need to add more tissue? Now for Bailey, he won some top places in terms of his walkouts, but when it came to the open categories, the overalls, he was just falling short. We got feedback from the judges, and a big thing I say with my athletes is like, hey, when it comes to competing in terms of the, if you're a bikini athlete, the color of your suit, if you're a men's physique athlete, everything from your tan, all competitors, your tan, your presentation, your physique, the only thing that matters is going to be the judge's feedback, as long as it's quality feedback. And one thing that I like to do with my athletes is get the judge's feedback. What do we need to improve on? How was our presence on stage? How's our posing? What needed to improve with the physique for us to place higher? So with Bailey in particular, the judging feedback was they were looking for more tissue, more size. His conditioning was on point. We spent a year plus building more tissue on his frame, okay, before jumping on stage again. And the reason we did that is because we wanted to be different. We wanted to be levels above where he competed before, because the goal was to improve and really get a pro card. And as a coach, I need to be like, awesome, look, we have a choice here. We can either do a shorter building phase and compete again, or we can spend a lot more time putting on more tissue in the places that you need to be actually more competitive next time you get on stage. And both as an athlete and coach, you need to make the right decision to do so. As a coach, I can only present the options, and then the athlete can make the decision, okay? That's the way I think. It needs to be a team effort. Everyone needs to be on the same page. So we made a decision to improve. Now, the improvement season is very, very important. When I say improvement season, this is the phase where food comes up, output comes down, and you're focusing on putting on slabs of muscle, whether it's needed, or building out more proportions on your physique. So next time you cut down for competition, your physique has improved. Now for some athletes, they compete, they stay conditioned, but they struggle with the improvement season. They don't like putting on a little bit of body fat. I don't like putting on too much body fat in improvement seasons, but I do expect body fat to come up a little bit, to be in a surplus of food, a slight surplus, to build as much lean tissue as we can if that's the goal. But for some athletes, they struggle mentally with putting on a bit of body fat. So when you see them show to show, there may be very minor changes, if any at all. So I think it's important as an athlete that you review your goals, and if you truly want that outcome, you do everything you can to achieve it, right? You can only control your own standard, your own decisions and habits. At the end of the day, judges are going to look and judge, but as an expectation, you can only be the best, I think, that you demand of yourself, okay? So we demanded that, okay, we're gonna spend some time to build more tissue with Bailey and not worry about competing for a little while, as in getting on stage, but we had the outcome to jump on later. And then that's exactly what we did. We built a lot more tissue, Food was high, but we didn't just do any type of training, right? He's a men's physique athlete. With men's physique, for him in particular, we needed bigger arms, bigger delts, bigger chest, more of that V taper. We didn't need as much volume. We still trained the legs, but not as much volume on the quads. So we prioritized a lot of focus on the areas that we really needed to bring up to be as competitive as possible. Fast track that building phase. Like after that, we cut down for competition, and he had to show some adversity with some of his comps where he just fell short in the season. He got top spots in opens and just fell short in overall to get his pro card. And then eventually, due to him overcoming adversity, making the right decisions and improving after each walkout, each show, he was rewarded with his pro card at the World Natural Championships with ICN, okay? So my point of this video is I just want to share that, especially with Bailey's experience, it wasn't given, right? He had to earn it. He took the feedback seriously from the judges. He took his goals seriously. I supported his goals and made the best decisions as his coach so we can make them a reality, his goals a reality, and improve the chances. And with that feedback, with the right tweaks and the right timing, he was rewarded with his pro card, which was his goal of this season, okay? So I just wanted to come on this video and share that with competing, sometimes it's important to manage expectations. If you fall short in a competition, look what you can gain from it. What was the lesson? What can you appreciate? And then take that appreciation for your own improvements with your character, with your traits, whether it's building grit, determination, just improving your standard, discipline. And then that wall may be broken through as long as you show those character traits and you're rewarded eventually. Like I said with Bailey, he had to break through a few challenges. He fell short. He had to overcome adversity. It wasn't a clean breeze. And I think with competition and what you see on social media, you see the highlights, but behind the scenes, it can be a mental struggle sometimes. You need support. You need the right circle to help make sure that you've got the belief to push through and you get honest feedback when it's needed. So for some, you will never achieve your pro card. That's a reality. And that's why it's pro and it's hard to do. Okay, but if you won't know if you don't put in the work, and you may have the potential to get there. So just make sure you put in the work, tick the boxes, get the right feedback, you make the improvements, make the right adjustments, and that'll be your best chance to actually achieve a pro status if that is your goal. And at the end of the day, remember guys, with competing, I think personally my philosophy is you're just trying to beat your standard and be the best that you can be. All right, and you're appreciating the lessons you get along the way. You want to be as competitive as possible. I want all my athletes to be as competitive as possible, and that's my goal because that's the only way you bring the best out of someone. Hope you guys got some insight in this video. I think it's important to look at the whole journey of competing and what it takes to actually get a top spot, but also I think it's important to look at things. It's never linear, an easy ride sometimes. And the bumps along the way will improve your character as an athlete and make you the best that you can be. So guys, if you're ever interested in any coaching, you can check out our links once again down below, face-to-face, online, whether you just have body composition goals or you want to compete. And we also have some resources down below as well. But I hope you had some insight. I just wanted to share experience of one of the competitors. I've had the opportunity to help many physique competitors, but I wanted this example as a lesson because I think it was a good one. Remember, it wasn't given, it was earned. And I think at the end of the day, that's what makes it better. So thanks guys for watching this video and listening. Comment down below any feedback, give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in the next one.